Hello Algebra 2 students, this is lesson 24. Our objective for today is how do you solve fractional equations and how do you solve overlapping triangles. I guess we'll start off with these fractional equations. Now we could just go through and see about solving this with the fractions in there. We just have to worry about adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators and different things like that. However, one trick to solving these, and I think makes it a little easier, is to get rid of all of your fractions by multiplying by the least common multiple, or the LCM, the least common multiple. So the smallest multiple of all these denominators, 2, 5, and 4, that they all have in common. So if you wanted to start listing multiples of 2, it would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Multiples of 5 would be 5, 10, 15, 20. 4 would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And notice the first one kind of we run into there is that 20. So the least common multiple of all of those is 20. There's other ways to do that. You could just multiply all of them, or pieces of them, to make sure you have all of them. But one way is just to kind of list those all out. So let's go ahead and change these fractions into improper fractions. So I'm going to multiply here. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, so it's going to be 9 over 2. X minus 3 over 5 is equal to 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, so it'll be negative 5 over 4. And now we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 20, because that is our least common multiple. Or if you want to think of it as 20 over 1, whichever makes you happier. We can reduce fractions here. 4 goes into 20. Well, let's see here. 4 goes into 4 1 time. 4 goes into 20 5 times. And remember, over here, I'm going to multiply this in 1, 2, like hippity hoppity. So this first time, 2 goes into 2 1 time, and 2 goes into 20 10 times. So it's going to be 10 times 9. And over here, 5 goes into 5 1 time, and 5 goes into 20 4 times. So if that didn't really confuse you a lot, this is going to be 90x minus 12 is equal to a negative 25. So I'm going to add 12. $90x is equal to negative 13. Dividing both sides by 90 will give you x is equal to a negative 13 over 90. Okay, let's try a couple more of these. These come a multiple of 5, 2, and 3, and I'm looking for those because those are my denominators, 5, 2, and 3. Is going to come out to be 30, I believe. 5 goes into 30, 2 goes into 30, so does 3. It's going to say 15, 5, and 3, but 2 doesn't go into that. So this common multiple is going to be 30. So multiply this side by 30 and this side by 30. So I'm going to rewrite this, maybe it might be less confusing than how I did last time. 30 times, because I'm distributing this, 4x plus 2 over 5, minus, and then 30 times that one is going to be 30 over 1 if you want, times 3 over 2 is equal to, so it's supposed to be a 30. 30 over 3, because I went ahead and multiplied this in. 1 times 30 is 30. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, now let's reduce here. 5 goes into 5 1 time. 5 goes into 30 6 times. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 30 15 times. So then my next row is going to be 6 times 4x plus 2 minus 15 times 3, 30, 45 is equal to 10. Distribute it again. 24x plus 12 minus 45 is equal to 10. Combining like terms, 24x is equal to negative 33. Come up here for more room. Sorry, I think I messed up right there. That would be minus 33 is equal to 10. I'm going to add 33. 24x is equal to 43. Dividing by 24, I get x is equal to 43 over 24. And I think we'll just call that good. We could technically, say like 1 and something, but we'll just leave it 43 over 24. Let's try one more just for good measure. We're looking, since we just have 2 fractions here, the denominator of 2 and 7, we have to look for the least common multiple of those. Since those are both prime, we're going to just multiply them. So least common multiple is 14. So I'm going to multiply this left hand side by 14, the right hand side by 14. This is going to be 14 times 3x over 2 plus 14 times 8 minus 4x over 7 is equal to 42. Again, that's because I just took this, multiplied by that one, and by that one. Distributed that in. We're using here, 2 goes into that 1 time, 2 goes into that 7 times. 7 goes into that 1 time, into that 2 times. So in my next line, I'm going to have the 7 times 3x, so it's going to give me 21x divided by 1. Plus, I have this 2 that I'm distributing into both of those. 16 minus 8x is equal to 42. Combining like terms would be 21 minus 8, or 20 minus 7, so it's going to be 13x plus 6 is equal to 42. Subtract 16. 13x is equal to 40 minus 14, 26, divided by 13, and I get x is equal to 2. Alright, now let's solve for triangles inside triangles. So notice here we have 2 triangles drawn, this big one and this little one here. And it tells us that this angle is the same as this one. And we know that this angle is obviously the same. And since 2 angles are the same, then we could also say that this angle is the same as this one. So anyways, we're going to just draw these 2 triangles separately. So I'm going to draw this red triangle separately from this blue triangle, which is this one. Just to kind of help me get used to what's going on here. So the small one looks like this. That angle, and that angle. Notice this side right here is this side, so it's going to be 2. This one is that one, and this one is this one down here. So side lengths are going to be 2, 3, and 4. And here's the other big triangle. Sorry, not exact. Sorry about that. that one, that one, that one. So notice this side length right here is y. This side length right here is going to be this side length. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. From here to here is 3, and from here to here is 2, which means the whole side length is going to be 5. And likewise, on this side over here, it's going to be this whole side length. From here to here is 3, and from here to here is x. So that means this side length over here is going to be 3 plus x, or x plus 3. So since we have 3 angles that are the same, this one, this one, and this one, to this one, this one, and this one, then we have similarity. Alright, 3 angles are the same, means these two shapes are going to be similar. So what I have to do is I have to think 2 times what is going to give me 5. So I'm going to bubble here. 2 times what gives me 5, dividing by 2. So that scale factor, x is going to be 5 over 2. So if I want to find this side length right here, I should just say 4 times 5 over 2 will give me that y. So just write that up. 4 over 1 times 5 over 2 should equal to y. 2 is in that 1 time, 2 is in that 2 times, so this is going to be 10 is equal to y. Say y equals to 10. And then do something similar to find this. I'm going to say 3 times the scale factor that we found should equal this. So I'm going to say 3 times 5 over 2 is equal to 3 plus x. So this is going to give me 15 over 2 is equal to 3 plus x. Well, I don't really want fractions, so I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So then on the left hand side, I'm going to end up with 15 because those reduce. On the right hand side, I'm going to end up with 6 plus 2x because I distributed that in. Here for more room, subtract 6 from both sides, and I'm going to get 9 is equal to 2x. Dividing by 2, x is going to equal to 9 over 2, which if you want would be 4.5. So x is equal to 4.5. There you go. That's the basic idea. Feel free to watch again if you need. Your homework is on page 114. You're going to do 15 through 25 all and 9 more of your choice. Good luck.